Yeah. Hello.
Yo,
You're
yo.
probably wondering why the fuck I have glasses on. It's because the light is extremely bright. It's not because I have an eye infection. I'll show you. I'm fine. Anyway,
Because his future's so bright.
you know? Shine bright like a Miki, not like a diamond. Welcome back.
Shine bright like a Brahmin.
Yo. Smaak de
Yeah.
bruin nou actually.
Hey, Brian, Liva, what's the name actually? When I dropped in, starting the fire. I was like,
Right, fuck this, let's go. Yeah, we here today again.
yeah, I had to get the chops yesterday.
That chop
most-
slapped, bro.
you know, most.
Those chops. Shout out.
You know?
You know?
Anyways,
We
that's
digress.
besides the point.
Yeah, you know, we digress. You're looking quite spiffy over there, eh?
You
Is that the
know?
new style?
You know, I'm upping my wardrobe at the moment. Actually, I'm literally doing that. Actually,
Yeah,
moving
fuck.
away from. It's actually it's a concept that I'm going by now.
Okay.
Spoke about it. We spoke about.
Yeah, we
this.
did, we did.
It's like you can, for example, every single day, wear your track pants and your t-shirt or whatever, and like it's comfortable because, for example, us work from home type of
Yes,
thing.
sir.
So you can wear your track pants and your t-shirt or whatever every single day, your hoodies and whatever, and so you can be comfortable,
Yeah.
right? And then it's a matter of like, can you actually afford to be comfortable?
Yeah, yo.
Because if you're comfortable, it means you're getting complacent,
You know?
right? Which means you're not going to be working or challenging yourself to do better or do more because you
Man,
are
sis.
comfortable.
Man, start of the episode with Bali wisdom.
Because you're comfortable. So can you actually afford to be comfortable? No.
No.
Because you're still worried about bills every month.
You broke!
So
You
can't
fucking
afford to be
poor.
sitting around in your track pants and your t-shirts and shit like that because you still need to think, oh no, I still need to worry about I must pay this, I must pay that, I must pay da 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 da. So you can't afford to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So therefore, I've decided to move out of my comfort zone, like literally out of it,
Oh, yeah.
and start making the progressing towards doing the challenging things. And I mean, I spoke about it before.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Um,
Look, I'm fully aware. I was saying this to Yusra. It's important for me to get back to how I used to dress. Because nowadays, all I wear is football t-shirts, bruh.
Exactly.
Like, you're all gonna notice now, it's either I'm wearing this Liverpool t-shirt,
Or
my
the
other
other
Liverpool
one.
t-shirt, or a Japan t-shirt, or my Stormers t-shirt. I'm always wearing performance t-shirts of clubs that I support. But like, it's just because it's comfortable,
It's
on the
comfortable.
skin,
Yeah.
you know? Winter comes, then I'm always just wearing hoodies.
Hoodie. Exactly. That's the thing.
Goggles.
That's the thing, yeah.
Fleece.
So it's like, fair enough, yeah. You want to be warm and whatever, but it's like, you
Bro, there's
can't be
ways.
comfortable.
Like when I used to work at my previous job, we spoke about this. I always used to dress lekker, man.
Mm.
I always used to wear shirts in the collar, ties, debatable, depending on the mood.
Yeah.
Ties for me were for like weddings.
Yeah.
What I mean.
Suit and tie per se, like it's like more formal. So if you are going to a function, event, whatever, sometimes maybe you can wear, but I'm also not very much a tie guy.
You're a bow tie guy?
Nah, not really.
Man, niet for bow ties, but I
Not
like.
really. I've worn a bow tie before. Just I was on the eat still, I think. And I wore a bow tie just because like I had it and it's like cool, it goes with the outfit that I've got, so I'm gonna wear it. But I think that was like the only time ever.
Kijk, I wore bow tie twice in my life, no? My matric ball, I wore
Mhm.
pink bow tie. Yes, sir. I wore pink to my matric ball. How's that for a statement?
Sounds like you though.
Now I had my reason, man. Breast cancer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
oh, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I wore a pink bow tie. I had a pink Air Force One, Sinjay. And I had pink cufflinks also on my
Mm.
blazer. I even had nail polish on. I had pink
that
nail
was you
polish
though.
on, bro.
Back in that time,
Black
that
and
was
pink.
you, right?
Oh, yeah. Black
Yeah.
and pink Sinjay. And I had pink stretches in also. And I had a pink little ribbon here on my blazer for breast cancer
Yeah.
awareness.
That's a lot, eh?
It looked lit though.
Do you?
Nah, like
Yeah,
legit.
no, it
I was-
will go, but it's like
Imagine this, bro. A moose, bro, coming. I wear my bro, but I'm wearing pink.
full on pink.
Full pink, bro.
And it's not
Like-
like a dark pink, it's a pink.
It's
pink.
like a
It's a
pink,
Barbie
bro.
pink.
Yes, bro. Sinjay. And like,
Again?
yeah, bro. Sinjay. And my nickname was Kenji back then. Some people used to call me Ken. Yeah, right. But like-
maar hulle ken nie van my
Hulle
nie.
ken nie vir my nie, ja. Wat ken jy? Ken jy vir my? That was the whole thing. People used to say, like, my colored brothers always say, Kenji, ken jy vir my, Kenji?
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah, man. So instead of
Hulle
Benji, it was
ken nie.
Kenji. Hulle Kenji, man. So anyway, so pink, like, pink was lit. But that's the one time I wore a bow tie. No? Other time I wore a bow tie was to a work function. When I still worked at iNet. So I wore a bow tie, but with a skinny jeans and a sneaker, and a shirt and a bow tie.
One thing about that place though, like, it's funny that we actually both work there and we both work at the same place now also.
Yeah. Stalker? Maybe?
The events lit, bruh.
Lit.
Bruh. Like, one
Better
thing
than
I
working
can say is,
there.
like,
The events were better than working there. You know what I mean?
yo, events were lit, bruh.
Like, you got nothing nice at that place besides the party.
Please, that's like the one thing all year you look forward to. Now the end of year event, bruh.
The end of year and the free Nescafe. That's it.
Now I took my own coffee.
Yeah, you see, I didn't. I was
I took
poor.
my own coffee.
I was poor at the
So it's
time.
like, I was like, in my team, it was like me and like 2-3 other people. Every person, like, we brought coffee and like everybody would have from that coffee basically.
Okay.
Our own coffee, because it was like, the work coffee was trash. That coffee
I
was
used
trash.
to slide. I think it was Nescafe, classic, no? But I would drink 3 cups at the beginning of my shift because I started at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone knew on my table there would always be 3 cups of coffee. At the like 1:30 to 2 o'clock, I'd still be like not taking coffee, and then after my first call in at 2-minute ACW, I ran quickly. 3 cups of coffee, since back to my desk bar, and I sat right by, like, my desk was here, the station was right here.
Yeah.
Sinjay, there was that Hakka room.
Station. Wait, I know you're
Oh,
talking about.
yeah. All the Iron Maidens will know what I'm talking about, Sinjay, you know. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, but coffee was the shit back then, and staff parties. That's about it.
Not
I
the
think also
coffee at the
nice.
staff parties, but yeah.
Yeah.
Staff party itself.
Staff parties. Let's not talk about that. Let's not go there.
What
Yeah.
actually are we supposed to be talking about
Yeah,
today,
so I was
by
gonna
the
say,
way?
so today we're gonna have a bit like last week's episode, well, the week before last week. We spoke about parenting to like kind of like realign back to one of our previous episodes.
Yeah.
This episode is gonna kind of be close to the solitude episode, but it's more gonna be about, you know, self-preservation.
Okay.
Being a selfish nut. No, I'm just woo, now stop.
Calm.
Self-preservation.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
How does that make you feel? You're on the couch, Musman, you know?
Yeah.
You know that officers.
You like you going a bit deep there
Yeah.
into the self-preservation.
Self-preservation, in other words, just being selfish about your time and your energy towards other people and to, you know, certain things around you. Whether it be your job, whether it be sometimes even your partner, sometimes even your children, sometimes even like friends. Like, it's important to just take some time for you, especially if you're in a state of providence, man. You know, if you're the one doing the providing, or you're the one that's leading. As a leader, you have to be selfish sometimes, because if you don't, the rest of your army that you're leading is going to fall short. You know what I mean? Anyone that follows you, if you tired and you fucked up and you batten down the hatches, they're going to automatically feel it, because a good leader leads from the front.
Yeah.
You're right? So self-preservation. Let's talk about that, because you kind of got me to get back into that over the past few months, because I've been very selfless. And you were like, bruh, like, you're burning yourself out, like, calm the fuck down.
I remember that, yeah.
You know, I remember, like, you cucked me out hard about that. So let's talk about self-preservation, because you've been doing it longer than I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, look, and it's something that I still stand by. It's something that came up recently when I was speaking to my auntie.
Yes.
I told you about that, right?
Yes.
And she works in a very, very demanding field.
Yes.
And she deals a lot with money, right? Like,
Cha-ching!
lots of money. Like, I'm talking big money, right? Digits. So, and it's like, she's been working at the company for about, I say, 10 plus years or something. And she's at the same point that I've been telling you about now,
Yes.
where the output doesn't match the input,
Yeah.
right? And that is like, for me, that is like what I live by at the moment. It's the fact that if my output doesn't match my input, it's not going to make me happy. So I'm going to minimize my output so it minimize my input so that it matches my output. For example, I mean, I would say likely 80+% of the population feels that way
Yes, 100%.
with regards to work, right?
Yeah.
Because you're in a job, right? Whether it's your career, it's what you studied, whatever the case may be, and whatever. And yes, you're passionate about it, you like what you're doing, and so on and so forth. But the job becomes demanding, right? To the extent that it starts taking away from other things in your life. For example, 9 out of 10 people would much rather spend time with their families rather than spend their time working.
And that's tricky, bro. And like I saw a quote. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. What does that say? That means if you are in a job or a career that you actually, because there are people that enjoy work, they look forward to going to work, and at some point in time, you will have a moment where you're like, yo, I don't smack,
Yeah,
And I think when it comes to, like, I enjoyed work when I had no family,
that's
when I
So-
had, do you know what I mean?
With that, it's like there's two sides to that because of the fact that you love what you do, right? So therefore, your output is more than just the income that it brings. It's more than just that sustenance that it brings because
Yeah.
that output is also the joy of doing it,
Yes, sir.
right? But if you are in a job
Yeah.
where it's not necessarily a career, you just need to earn a living because you have responsibilities, you have bills to pay, whatever the case is, which is the majority of the country,
Yeah.
right? There's only so many working
Especially
professionals
with our economy.
who
Yeah.
actually do what they always wanted to do, right? There's only so many people who actually do that. The majority of the people are people that's just working at a company because they need a job, right? So their output in that job is basically just their salary every month,
Yeah.
right? So because it's just their salary and the job is so demanding, the output doesn't match the input because they're not happy at work.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not getting that same joy as the person who actually studied to do what they're doing and they actually enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
You see, so there's where the output is a bit different because the output is more than just your money that you're getting every month or every week or whatever
Exactly.
the case may be. So therefore, the output is different.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying, like, for example, my auntie, I'm not saying she doesn't enjoy the job. She does enjoy it, but still, it's a matter of like, you're working to make somebody else richer. You're not
Yeah.
making yourself any richer because you're getting the same salary and so on every single month for doing maybe more work, maybe less work here and there. Maybe there's some different aspects that come into play, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But you're still only getting that salary at the end of the month. And it's like, I think something happened, and I mean, we can also speak about this for the fact that, okay, you weren't there at the time. We were talking about INET now not so long
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I was at the business when they were bought out, where they were bought over
By TPG.
by the other company. Yes,
Yeah.
right, from the regional owner. They were bought out and so on. So I was,
Actually, no, wait. You were in the first transition. So at that point in time, that was when Michael Mahoney stepped down, right?
yes,
They weren't bought by TPG yet. They were in the transition of it, but Michael Mahoney then left INET and INET was sold. Right? It was no longer.
completely.
Yeah, it was no longer a small company.
Yeah,
Right,
it
and
became
then-
part of TPG, which is much bigger.
Underline, yeah. And then when I was there, TPG took over completely, and like there were no one from INET. INET became a TPG based.
Yes.
So like when I was there, the email addresses of the customers were no longer INET, it was TPG.
Oh,
So like
I
it
get
switched completely.
you. I
With
get
that was
you.
still its own it was a sister company of TPG.
Yes.
That's what happened with the transition with you. But with me, it became a TPG
Yeah. I
and
get what you're
more
saying.
like a subscription service to
So-
INET. Yeah.
So I was from that, what's the name? It's like,
Oh, you were there when Michael Mahoney was still involved, and he was the
yes, my
CEO.
guy,
He used to come down
yes.
apparently.
He was the dude that started it in the garage, and he used to come to Cape Town. He walked the floor. Everybody could see. It's mad, bruh.
I've
was
heard
a
stories
G,
about that guy.
bruh.
He's a lekker
He
bra
was
apparently.
so
I've heard
G,
him
bruh.
take I've
That
heard
was
people
the
take
good old
installations.
days, bruh. That was the good old days. I mean, they got bought over. Things started changing, right?
Yeah.
Because now they're part of a bigger company, etc. And things started changing. There were more things put in place, more metrics that need to be met, etc., etc. And it's like, now your inputs are changing and they're demanding a bit more from you, but your salary didn't change.
Yeah, bro. So what do? They hire new people.
They new people who
cheaper
don't
money.
know what it was like, basically. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
and that's the same that goes for majority of the businesses nowadays, is the fact that at the end of the day, you're still replaceable
Of course.
because there's people out there that still need jobs. So you are still
Especially in
replaceable.
South Africa.
Yeah, you're still replaceable no matter how good things might seem or whatever the case may be. They can start interviews tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then, khalas, you don't need you anymore. So
Exactly. No, it
does
happens.
the output actually match your input, giving more time and giving additional things to the business for somebody else to benefit, because you're not necessarily benefiting from it directly. The main man sitting on top there, he's the one benefiting,
Yeah.
right? Those
So,
rich,
so
the
how do we?
rich.
Yeah, those people, the ching chings, ching ching.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
that
So
grow
it's
in,
like, how do you make your input? That's why you have to monitor your input so that it matches your output. So instead of sitting for longer trying to please whatever business it is so that you look good, because you're going to look good now, within a month somebody else is going to look good as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't last long. Whereas you could rather spend that time making memories with your family,
Yeah.
which is going to last in your child's mind forever.
Forever. Yes.
What's more important?
Of course. I think once you have children, you learn to understand that you kind of have to be paradoxical, man. You have to be selfless, but also selfish at the same time. So you have to be selfless with your kids, but selfish to the world outside. And I think like that for me is crazy, because not just from the working side of things, like even with relationships. If I sit and I take stock of all the friends I've had and how they have disappeared into different parts of their life now because I have children, it's fucking crazy, dog. It's fucking crazy. Because in their mind, children's like, it holds you down, it holds you back. Now, it can hold some people back. Let's not get this wrong. There are people that, say, having a child was a mistake, and fair, I get that, But majority of people, when they have a child, their mindset changes, but at the same time, you realize that your energy is more important, because now that child, you come out of that office, you come home from that office job, or you come home from a party or a braai where you are around toxic energy, and you come home to your child, what's the first thing they're going to feel? That fucking energy. Because children are receptive to energy.
Yeah.
Not so much behaviors when they're small. As they get older, they start becoming cognitive of behaviors and spoken words, but they pick up energy. I promise you, pick your child up after you have an argument with your mommy or your auntie or a cousin or someone close to you that actually hurt your feelings. Your child's gonna nag and go, why? Because it can feel you upset.
Yeah, that's
So
actually
that's actually the
that's
case.
funny, because like my daughter just got to the stage now of go away.
Yeah.
You put it down in the bed. It's like time for to go sleep. And she's like, go away.
Go away.
You're okay, fine.
Self-preservation. She's like, I'm in a good mood. Fuck you. Get out.
Go away.
Yeah. Israel's also like, leave me alone. I can do it myself.
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone. I can do it myself.
Yeah. So it's like, and that's been top of my mind of late, because it's like I'm reserving my energy,
Yeah.
right, for what's more important. Because it's like I can't be expending energy on things that it's not going to be important to me, say 5-10 years or so.
Yeah.
It's not going to be important to me, as I might see it important now, but is it actually important? Whereas like I'd rather give more time to my family than anything else at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's something I've spoken to many people about. It's like my number one priority, even if I'm not joyful or if I'm not happy, my number one priority is to make sure that my wife and my kids are smiling and they're happy. Because that's where I get my joy from. But now, if I'm doing something, whether it be work, whether it be, Xbox, but I promise you, let me talk about gaming quickly. As much as I love gaming, Ultimate Team has caused me so much irritation and anger that to this point in time, I haven't played FIFA for a month. And the reason why, well, EAFC
every day.
Yeah, EAFC, I don't play it often because I noticed it was not only keeping me away from my family because it was so addictive, because the way they script it is, you'll have 10 good games and then 27 bad games. So now you think, I'm good. You ain't a fuck good. It's an algorithm, bro. The scripting of the game. So what happened to me was I found myself getting very irritated to the point where I'd be playing EAFC, and then my daughter would knock on the door, I'll be like, go away. I won't even say yes, baby. I'll be like, get away, FIFA, go. And then I would be like, oh. And then one day, I realized this because I was playing, and Isra found out how to open my office door. Because I have a jam on the lock, so it closes a certain way, so no one can just open the door. Israel figured out how to open it. And one day I'm like in the finals of FIFA Champions, like I'm holding it. So I'm conquering weekend league. Like I'm playing a brother that has like icon stars. Man, I have 97 rated players. Ronaldinho, R9, you know, fucking Pele, Cafu, the works.
The old
All
the
the best,
golden oldies.
you know what I mean? The best players. And I'm living here with 87 rated Mo Salahs and fucking Phil
new
Fodens
age.
and Erling Haalands. You know what I mean? Kak rated cards. And I'm moving this, bruh. And Isra comes in and she opens the door and she's like, Daddy. And I'm like, Isra, wait. She's like, no, I want you now. And then she goes into the Xbox and she pushes it off. And you know, my response to her was like, are you fucking crazy? And then she looked at me like, sad eyes. And I was like, what did I just say to my child?
Yeah.
What did I just do? Then she ran inside and she started crying. Like, you know, that. And she ran to her mommy.
Trauma, bruh.
And then I'm like, oh, fuck.
That's trauma, my
And then
guy.
I went, and then Yusuf was like, what happened now? And then Yusuf was like, Daddy, don't love me anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, you know what? I love FIFA, but not at the expense of my children.
Yeah.
Because if something's going to take me away from them, or make me a cuck person to be around for them, they scarred for life. She's never going to live that down. Some point in time when she's going to see me playing FIFA in the future, she's going to have a trauma. She's never going to want to come near me. She's going to develop a hate for football. She's going to hate me when I watch soccer because of that. Somehow, if I don't combat it correctly, but it's all because of my self-absorbed nature to one thing that kept me away from my family, even though it's my own fault. And then when I started to like change the way I dealt with things, I started to realize like they're more important. Then I started preserving my energy to things that matter, man. You know, so like at this point in time, it's literally family, the podcast, and my own social media. That's all I'm focused on right now. Like family, and when I say family, I don't just mean like my kids and my wife. I mean like my mom, my dad. You know, like that's my focus right now in that order. Like family, podcast, my social media. Gaming used to be in there, but it's not a priority anymore. Now it's a source of like letting off steam. Yeah. But it used to be a priority before because I find
it's,
that
what you were speaking about, right? It's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Right. Also, it's because you're splitting your energy. So, for example, if I sit so and I'm talking to you now, right?
But I scroll, yeah.
But I'm busy here on my phone, right? Even if I'm not doing anything, you still feel second to my phone.
Of course.
Naturally, you feel second to me and what I'm doing on my phone. Even I'm looking at the fucking blank screen.
Yeah.
But still, I have my phone in my hand, and it's not a matter of like, and if I just sit so the entire time, it feels like you are not as important as my phone in my hand, or what's happening on my phone, or whatever I'm
all
doing.
of you said do that.
And this relates also to, especially if you have children.
Yeah.
Spending time with your child, for example, if I'm busy playing PS or whatever, or I'm sitting on my phone or anything, and my child comes to me, immediately I put my phone aside and I deal with her. Because as long as I'm dealing with her and I still have my phone in my hand, she still feels second to that phone.
Yeah, makes sense.
Or even like if I'm playing, I'll put the controller down, take the earphones out, everything, I put it down and I turn to face her and I look at her and I start communicating with her and I deal with whatever she needs dealt with.
Yeah.
Because as long as you're sitting and you're busy with something over there and you're talking to somebody else or whatever the case may be, they still feel like, oh, it doesn't really matter to you.
Yeah.
Because you're still busy. Even though, yes, you're communicating and everything, you're still busy.
Yeah.
So even, look, it happens with work as well. I'm working and everything, she comes in, I take everything off, I put it down, I turn around, I face away from my computer and everything like that, because that's more important to me.
Yeah, of course. Like, I think the crazy part about it is like if you look at it from a concept of when your family becomes your priority, a lot of other things try to take you away from your family. I've noticed that.
You notice it more.
I'm noticing.
You don't notice it before.
Before having a family, you don't realize, you think you're doing it and it's great. But now you have first you have a wife. Fine, like then you start seeing, okay, like something's trying to keep me away from my missus a little bit. You know, like maybe there's some extra things I need to do at work. Maybe there's some extra social events I have to go to. Then you have a lighty. Then you realize, wait, because a child can't communicate feelings. They show feelings. So now it's like, fuck. Now you're doing this one thing, that you have to do because, Matrix. Then your lighty come in and it's like, I can't go to my lighty because of this. And whoever reads into this, whatever they read into it, like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm at the point in my life where I realize that what's most important to me is preserving my energy for the right people. And that is my family, that is my podcast circle, and that is my social media content that I'm busy with. That's the only things that matter to me. And at the end of the day, I can't sit and say that fucking social media is dumb and I shouldn't put energy into it, because at this moment in time, our podcast is doing really well because of my social media skills. Because I'm the social media manager. Yeah.
Because you're doing all of that.
I'm doing that.
It's reaping this reward
There's a
coming
reward.
from it,
At the moment something doesn't become rewarding, that's when it gets hard, man. But at the same time, if something isn't rewarding and it's not allowing you to express yourself effectively, will you ever enjoy doing that thing? Especially when you know there's better things out there for you? No.
Exactly.
And what's better than anything in this world? Family. Like, your light is literally carrying your genetics on me, bro. Like, you can't sit there and say, oh, my work is better, or this car is better. What a cack! It's not.
It's the same, like, it translates also to the independent woman feminist movement.
Yeah.
Of like, no, career focused. I'm career focused. Nothing else matters. And wait till you get to 50 years old, 55, and you can't have children.
Nah, wait. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not talking about that. I've been seeing this all over X, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, that's like the actual name.
It's
that's
X,
mad, bro.
comma, formerly known as Twitter. Because some people, when you say X, they think other things. So yeah, it is. I've experienced that. That's why you'll see any influencer or any content that they say X, comma, formerly known as Twitter, right? Elon's platform. Let's put it that way. There are so many women that are 35 plus now that were career driven and are crying and are emotional. No man wants me, or they single moms and they can't. It's not that people don't want you only. It's because you made bad choices. And when I say bad choices, look, I'm not knocking on women that want to be career focused. That's fine. But don't come 25 years later when you're 38 and your biological clock tick. Then you want to hate people that are having kids. That's what I'm on about. So like, there was a book, Candace Owens spoke about this, and women and men, a lot of people, especially liberals, hate Candace Owens because she's like, she read a book by this guy, I forget his name, but the book is called Biology as You Know It. And that book talks about how men have biological clocks and biological mannerisms. Women have biological clocks and mannerisms. And he said, at the end of the day, life will always return back to its original biology, no matter how you change it. So, she said, like, women, the chance of them having children after 35 is slim to none. The best time to have kids is between 21 and 30. That's the best time. The moment you get to 30, your eggs start dying. For men, on the other hand, you can have kids anytime, but erectile dysfunction tends to be happening after 40 now because of pornography. So, biology speaking, the media purports that it's okay to watch porn, it's fine, like everyone does it.
Obviously, the mainstream is good.
Yeah, of course, but that's causing men to get erectile dysfunction at 40. But in the past, most men would have had 7 children by 40.
Exactly.
But now they can't because they can't get it up. And at the same point in time, women are saying, oh, I want to be independent and I want to have a job and I want to go to work. And it's like, fine, do that. But then, like, how are you going to be a great mom and a great worker? You can't be both.
You can't.
You can't. Because a mom's a nurturer.
Because like I also said, it's like, it's splitting that focus.
Yeah.
If you're working from home, for example, you're splitting that focus. No, but also you're splitting that focus because you need to work. Your child can be running around. Somebody's taking care of your child or whatever.
Right, your instinct is hard. You must turn off your instinct at home.
That's the thing.
That's
right?
so cack.
And if you are going out to the office every day and whatever, that child is getting detached from you.
So
I was talking about it this morning, actually. The fact that, like, because my wife went out with her yesterday, with a friend of hers to her in-laws, whatever. And they were comparing her to a child which is like a day older than her. Yeah. So they're basically the same age, right? So that, and they're like, she's she's so well spoken and blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know why that is? It's because she's at home with us and she's learning from us.
Exactly.
And the reason why she's learning so quick is because she trusts us.
Yes.
So if you have somebody else taking care of your child, right?
Yeah.
They trust that person more than they trust you.
Of course. That's fucking crazy. That
And
makes
that's
so much
how
sense.
they learn so quickly if they are at home with at least one of the parents, because they know, oh, you every night here, when I wake up in the night, it's you that I see.
Yeah.
Or when I'm hungry, it's you that I see.
Yes.
And that trust is started and from when they are born. Now, if your child is born and within the first year you have somebody taking care of that child,
Or you send them to creche.
or you not at home, you out working, you know, both parents are out working, the child is at a creche or somebody's taking care of the child, whatever the case may be, that child detaches that trust from you and puts it onto the person
It's
who's
crazy,
taking
isn't
care of them, and they
It's crazy,
learn
bro.
and they take in and learn what that person teaches them and not what you do. And that goes further then
Bro,
into schooling.
that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you why that's crazy. Like, because a lot of people ask me why are Isra and Faria so smart for the age that they are, and I'm like, it's because they hear the conversations me and Yusra have. We don't have stupid conversations. I mean,
You don't
fuck.
speak random
Like I don't speak fluff. For me, it's always matrix,
facts.
this, facts, bah. And Yusra is very much like this, study, this fact. Like Yusra is extremely good at research, man. Because she did archival studies, so she can say on this, that,
Researching is
she's
is a
fucking
thing,
great.
Yeah.
Bruh, she finds things out. She's one of the best sources of content for our podcast. Shout out, babes. A lot of the times I'm like, what the fuck are we
She's
going to
our
talk about?
researcher.
And she's like, this. You know what I mean? And it's like, what? This is valuable. So, Isra and Faria are that intellectual too, to a certain extent. But it's because they were never away from us. We never, like, even my mom looks after my kids, right? But she comes to our house. I don't drop my children with my mommy. Unless, like, you're on a rare occasion.
It
But
depends
yeah,
situation.
but 90% of the time, Isra and Faria are taken care of while we're working at our house. So the last 3 years of Isra's life, I know children that's hurt that went to creche at 1 and 2, you know, because obviously women get that mat leave of like between 6 to 8
Yeah,
months,
yeah,
depending
yeah.
on the company. Then they like to go to creche after that. At like 9
'Cause
months,
there's- look,
that's
at
the
the
only
moment,
option
so-
they have. I get it, and it's fair. But at the same time, that people then ask me, but now, why is your lady speaking so smartly? Why is she so intellectual? Why does she articulate her words so differently? And it's like, because my children aren't learning where there's different levels of intellectuality, if that's a word. Like, you know, if I put Isra with the other 3-year-olds, I promise you, they're gonna be more still like, I want mama. And she's gonna be like, mommy, daddy, I want water. I know that. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I've seen it. My child was around 5-6-year-olds and they thought she was 5 and 6. But she's 3. Okay, she's also quite tall.
Yeah.
But she's able to communicate.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's fucking
And
independent, man. And
that's-
it's because she's around me and Yusra 90% to 100% of her life
Yeah.
so far. Same with Faria. Faria's like, listen to this, crack. Whenever I wake up now, my greeting to my lady is, hey baby. That sounds like, hey baby. When I see them, hi baby. Faria now greets like that, hi daddy. Hi babe. How you doing?
Yeah, I know she calls you babe. Yeah.
Yeah, my ladies call me babe. Yeah, because they used to hear mommy babe. Right? It's, so,
That's the funniest.
yeah, yeah, bro, my kids call me babe. Like, hey babe.
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 Like,
When they really
wow.
want something like, hey babe. Babe. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Because they know. Because Yusra only calls me babe when she really needs
Yeah.
something. Other than that, it's like, it's mix.
Uh,
You know what I mean? So it's like, the crazy part about it is, if I look at Faria, the way she talks now, it's like, you're like, hi daddy. Like, if she sees you around now, she'll be like, hi baby. Because she knows, oh, you're also a baby. I'm a baby, you're a baby, let's play. That's how she will talk. Isra will be like, do you have toys? I like toys.
She's got more of a, she's more
But,
understanding.
Bruh, I've seen like this that, I don't want to say where, but like, we've had where there was other children at our place, you know, for one of the kids' birthdays, and some of them were retarded. And when I I'm gonna say it. Let me say it. When I say retarded, I'm not talking about the negative connotation. I'm talking about proper English. So if you learn English, the term retarded means backwards.
Yeah.
Alright? To retard means to go back. So some of these kids, they are backwards. Put it that way. Like, for example, one lad is 7, but he cry when someone take a toy from him. A 3-year-old takes a toy from you. Ah!
I mean,
Why? Don't you have toys?
You never know. Maybe
You
child
have
doesn't
4
toys,
siblings.
bruh.
You have 4 siblings. You know how to share.
I mean,
What? But at the same time, also the parents.
it comes down to a lot, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm a naai man. But my daughters are naiers. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
No, because at the same time, I don't enforce my personality on them.
Yeah.
I enforce my rules on them,
Mm.
as I should. You know,
Models and values.
morals
man.
and values are important. But like their personalities are their own, man.
Yeah.
Like these people with their children now, bro. It's like they let them go to creche and you say, "Why do you talk like this? When did you learn this?" The creche people tell you, your child said this today. Where did the child learn this? Because in my house we don't say this.
Yeah.
That's always the
And
case.
that's the thing, like, it's like, if, for example, your child's in creche from an early age, whatever, because, you know, there's no other choice that you have, or whatever the case may be, then it's like, they need to now establish a new trust with these strangers,
Fucking
where they
crazy.
need to learn things from and whatever. And they then think like, okay, cool, so do I trust them or do I trust you as my parents? Because they can't determine what is right and what is wrong.
They trust the grown up leading
They
them.
trust the grown up, exactly. And now you have the stranger who's now going to have to teach them things, whatever. And it's like they don't know how to establish that trust yet.
And they also don't know your child's personality yet.
Exactly. Right? So it's like it becomes very difficult. And I think that's where that gap in development comes from. That's I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I didn't research it. I'm
Okay,
just thinking
In
now.
short terms, nah, someone of the household must stay at home and look after the lighting.
Basically, I mean, in Europe, in some countries in Europe, that's
Bro,
law.
Yeah,
Where,
bro, it's not even in Asia, like, and Europe also, like, bro, in Ireland, no, I speak under correction here, but I think it's Ireland and certain parts of Eastern Europe, like Croatia and Slovakia, women get a year to
A
2
year.
years of paid leave
Yes.
because that's the foundation of the child's life.
Yes.
The fathers don't get that much. They fuck you, go work, which is fine.
Because I think it's, I don't know if it's Germany or something.
Germany,
where
that's 12.
one of the parents need to be home
12
for the full
months.
year.
12 months, yeah.
Yeah, for the
Exactly.
full year of
A
the
year
first
after
year.
the child being born, yes.
So, does that not show you what is important?
Of course.
So I will rather put more time in the development of my child
Yeah.
than to worry about something else.
To all the South African businesses and to all the Indians in South Africa that's operating in our country,
We're looking a year.
we're shooting a year, man.
We're looking a full 12 months.
12 months. Nah, but legitimately, I think that's a very important thing. Like, if we can implement that into the
Make a
life,
big difference, bro.
and it's up to you. It can be the dad or the mom. My opinion, preferably the mom, because moms are more nurturing and more patient than dads.
I
You
think
know?
that's what the child needs more.
Biologically speaking, let's
Yeah.
just talk about
Child
that.
needs more mother than
Yeah.
father in that
So,
first year, anyways.
But I mean, a year would be so great because I've missed a lot of my kids because of having to return back to work. You know, it is what it is, though. But you know, just to close off,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
to close off,
Always make sure your output matches your input.
that's the one.
That's my line. That's
I was gonna say like, yo, like that was lit now. Like, fucking now, what do I say now? Fuck,
Huh?
what is there left to say? You know?
And you want me to say yours also?
Now figure it out. Wait, give me 10 seconds.
Because I've got one for you also.
Okay, now go for it. Let's see what you got.
So take what you call it. Take stock of yourself.
Take stock.
Take stock of yourself and see where your input's going to, right? And see what the output is of that,
Oh yeah.
right? So whether it be work, your social time, your family time, whatever the case may be, take stock of everything and where your time is going, and measure the output of what that's giving
Of
you.
each one of those things.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ah,
And
that's good. I like
and then
that.
see where you need to take time away to put in somewhere else or whatever. Manage that time to match the output that you want, basically.
Here's what I want to say. Prioritize the things that are important. And when I say important, I don't mean this. I'm talking about what is important. As a Muslim person, I believe everything that I get comes from my Creator. So my priority is the responsibilities that was given to me by my Creator. Whether that
Yep.
be, first and foremost, it's my children and my wife and the rest of my family. That's my first priority, because that's a responsibility given to me, right, as a Muslim man. So all you Muslim men that are making us look swag, nah, I'm talking listen to
Wow.
or to make it light, man. Yeah, the fuck. So that's your first priority. Put your priorities in order, my bro, and then look at the balance. Like you said, take stock. Because people don't do stock take anymore, bruh. Mensen just love and go with the wind.
Yes, sir. You
You
don't even
know?
know what's in your inventory, but jy gaat net aan.
Sy gaat net aan, sy dink daar's boentjies daar agter nog steeds, daar's peace.
Nee, is 'n blikkie sweet corn
Yeah,
nee.
what I mean? You think you're gonna have boentjie carry you come, yeah, sweet corn. I'm gonna have sweet corn.
Now what?
What now?
Sweet corn with stukkies vlees.
You know what I
Galas.
mean? Yes, sis, fucking. So yeah, and also take accountability, man. Take accountability. When you fuck up, take accountability.
Yeah.
When you don't fuck up, point out accountability. Hold others accountable, but first hold yourself accountable. You know, that's
Look in the mirror.
you know what I mean. That man in the middle, that woman in the middle, that's the first place you must go, Sinjay. You know?
Huh?
Yeah, what?
I just realized now I got a lot of pores out of
Yeah,
coming out here on
you got
the
the
top.
hair on your chest.
You know?
Chest.
Sorry
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Don't worry.
guys.
Oh, that's closed. It's fine.
Sorry guys.
Oh, that's closed. It's fine. So yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's a lot of things you have to do, but I'm not gonna mention. The only thing I'm gonna do, because Emo's again looking at me here, think I like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. We will see you volgende week. This episode's airing.
Another one.
Yeah, this episode's airing in Ramadan, Sinjay. So like,
True.
but it was filmed before Ramadan.
Yeah.
Just
I
saying,
had coffee
you
and
know.
that.
Yeah, we're not Waterslam, so you know
You
what I mean.
know?
But yeah, enjoy
Anyways.
yourself. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
That one. Safe.